Hey folks, today is Friday, January 10th, wow. Hey folks, today is Friday, January 10th, 2020. How do I say that? 2020?
2020.
2020.
2020.
2020.
2020.
2020? Anyway, it's Friday. It's our first Friday show back in the saddle after Christmas, holidays, and the New Year's, all that stuff. So let's jump into it. There's some video game news to talk about. I'm Jake Baldino. Let's go. That intro was just a total mess. Shows what 2 weeks off does to you. Anyway, the first bit of news, very excitingly, is Assassin's Creed, once again, seemingly has kind of maybe leaked. Assassin's Creed Ragnarok has been the rumored thing for quite some time. We've seen leaks leading up to it before suggesting that the next Assassin's Creed game will be Viking-based, in terms of sailing the open seas in a Viking ship, engaging in bigger warfare, swinging axes, drinking grog, mead. What do they drink? What do Vikings drink? But it's been a hot thing. Again, early in January 1st, there were some store leaks for international Amazon store postings that listed an actual Assassin's Creed Ragnarok as an actual thing. Those listings are, of course, hard to follow because they're taken down pretty much immediately. But now some websites have actually gotten from an anonymous tipster source, which, of course, take that for what you will, whether you want to believe it or not. You notice how I avoided saying taking a grain with salt. Some people are thinking that this inside source, this anonymous tipster, the references they're making and everything they're saying actually makes sense and seems pretty likely. So let's just break it down real quick. Apparently it is going to be a cross-generation game released on multiple consoles. It's going to be coming out this September, possibly revealed during a February or end of winter, early spring PlayStation-focused event for the next gen. Like the last game, you're going to be able to choose a main protagonist, male or female. The protagonist's name is Jorah, and you lead a band of fellow Vikings, and then that's where friends that you're playing with online are going to be able to drop in and drop out and do co-op stuff. Apparently, there is a bigger focus on more large-scale battles that will happen over time, even if you're not around, and apparently the world size is absolutely massive, consisting of just a massive chunk of all of Northern Europe. They had thrown around cities like York, Paris, and London. Stealth apparently has been radically overhauled, which I am very happy to hear. And yeah, apparently there's some more story beat stuff and some historical stuff tying in, floating around out there, but what Games Radar reported to me sounds pretty interesting. I still think that the Assassin's Creed games, the more they take their time and kind of define each one individually and not just kind of make a song and dance again in a different setting, I'm happy for that. I do like the focus on RPG stuff that the last few games have had, but I want a little bit of a return to that traditional Assassin's Creed formula and feel in some ways. Maybe Ragnarok will be kind of an in-between. Who knows? I'm really curious to see what you guys think, just because anything could happen. This could be totally fake. We still don't know, but it's sounding more and more likely that we're going to get another Assassin's Creed soon, and it's probably going to be something Viking related. But let's move on and talk about Batman, another thing that is being teased. Warner Brothers Montreal has come out once again and teased Batman's symbols. Not really Batman, but like symbols revolving around their new game, leading people to once again hype up discussions around what is it going to be? Is it Court of Owls? Is it some sort of Arkham history thing? Is it a crest for like an Amanda Waller type thing? What is this game going to be? I think this is, we've gotten rumors and weird leaks and suggestions before, but if it turns out to be none of those things, it seems like this is like one of the best kept secrets in video games right now. And honestly, I am dying to see what this is because I love Batman, the Bat family, all Bat things very, very much. So I'm looking forward to just whatever it is. I'm probably going to be into it. But the question is when. They've been teasing this shit so damn slowly. It's getting harder and harder to wait. I feel like it's also testing people's patience, and they're kind of like, all right, guys, come on. Like, we've been waiting. What's the deal? That's it right now. That's all we know. The images are there. We will definitely keep you guys posted. We're probably going to love talking about this stuff once it is announced. So, yeah. Also, something I did want to talk about, since now more and more get used to it, we're going to be talking about next-gen consoles and stuff. Also, CES had a lot of really exciting stuff for PC technology, the world of PC gaming. We did kind of like a roundup video of exciting gaming tech from CES 2020. I wish we went. That would have been fun. But anyway, that video will be linked in the description. But on the console side, something worth mentioning, I think, this week in the news is, of course, Sony revealed the PlayStation 5 logo, the PS5 logo. Yes, It looks like the PS4 logo. Haha, I've seen all the memes. Whatever. It's practical. It's simple. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Honestly, that seems to be Sony's approach for a lot of things these days. But Jim Ryan, head of PlayStation, also went on record to say that all of the features haven't been announced yet. The new exciting standout features of this thing apparently aren't publicly known yet, which is interesting because like we do know a lot about the PlayStation 5. We know some of the features. We know how it's going to take advantage of SSD capability for fast load times. We know generally the internal specs, stuff like that. But Jim Ryan is suggesting that there is more to the story that will be revealed soon. Maybe it's not much. Maybe it's really just the leaks that we've seen already about like the DualShock controller, the updates to that. Who knows? I'm still really, really excited to see what goes down just because I like new tech. I don't know. I have a PC, but like I still just like seeing things evolve. Because in other news, if we want to cover both, on the Xbox side, Xbox has announced that Microsoft doesn't plan on releasing games exclusive to Xbox Series X until at least a year after launch. Now, some people will say, haha, it's because Xbox doesn't really have any games, they're still trying to make them yet, but the way I look at it is that they're still trying to build some sort of like platform thing where, you know, you have a phone, maybe you have the iPhone 7, but other people have an iPhone 8, you're still able to use the same apps on the same phone. That's probably what they're going for here. So honestly, not everybody's going to run out and buy the Series X new Xbox thing day one, but games are still probably going to be coming out, so they don't want to lock it away just to their new high-end expensive thing when they're trying to build more of a platform and more of a service, you know? That's how I look at it. That's how I read it. Like as a practical business thing, it seems like they are in the business of like they want your subscription. They want that recurring payment, man. That's where the money's at for these businesses. But I'm curious to see what you guys think, whether you love Xbox or you hate Xbox, and even on the PlayStation 5 stuff, what we talked about. I'm very curious to hear just like what you guys are expecting from next gen, if of course you're a console player. Also, on the Nintendo side of things, Pokemon Sword and Shield's expansions have been officially announced. They're going to be $30 each. There's going to be 2. So there's the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra. That's June 2020 and fall 2020. Expanded regions, a new cooperative feature in the later ones, new Pokemon, new legendary Pokemon, little bits of changes to what Pokemon can do, the Gigantamax thing, new items for your trainer, new people to talk to, new rivals to battle. Now the biggest thing, of course, the point of contention is that these new expansion pass add-ons that you pay money for will add new Pokemon, and some of these new Pokemon added are ones that were missing from the base game that people really wanted. I thought the new Pokemon was fine. It was decent fun. I don't really have any skin in the game anymore with this stuff, so you guys do you. Let's move on and talk about some things like we like to gather some cool things that people made out there just in the name of video games, and there's some good shit to share this week. The first is somebody brilliantly somehow made a Master Chief winning animation in Smash, like the victory announcement at the end of a match, and it's perfect. It looks like it's in the game. And of course, like when people love video games, it seems like the possibilities are kind of endless, because we also have a good look at a Dark Forces remake, Star Wars Dark Forces in Unreal. We've covered similar things in the past, but Kotaku kind of brought to light this new look, and it's really cool. I thought some of you Star Wars fans out there would really appreciate that. But last but not least, I definitely want to link in the description below. A historian, journalist, Liam Robertson, did an excellent video on the Simpsons Hit and Run and kind of the lead up, the development of Road Rage, and then the development of Hit and Run, some behind the scenes looks. He spoke with some developers, and also the possibility and what they were kicking around for a potential Hit and Run sequel that never happened. It was only really in the research phase. He breaks it all down, why it happened, why things broke down, what could have been. And if you love Hit and Run like I really did, go check it out. I highly recommend that video. But moving on to other news, something I kind of forgot about, but it is a thing, that Gollum game, the Lord of the Rings Gollum game that is not based on the movie, that is developed by Daedalic Entertainment. I like Lord of the Rings quite a bit, so I'm looking forward to it. But we now know, thanks to Edge Magazine, that it is coming to next generation consoles. This Gollum game is going to be a next gen game. We got little tiny details like an emphasis on stealth. Obviously, not really a lot of violence or combat because they're trying to make a very different type of game. You play as Gollum, but of course struggling with identity, and apparently that's kind of like a gameplay mechanic / choice scenario. the two voices in his head fighting or something that like you kind of always have to grapple with from a gameplay perspective, which does sound interesting. The Nazgul are in there. Apparently a younger Galadriel makes an appearance, and that they are going for their own like new interpretations of things. Like Gollum isn't really going to look exactly like the famous Andy Serkis one. I'm very curious to see what comes of this project. Apparently it's coming 2021. I love Lord of the Rings things, so let's see where this goes. Also, gotta talk about, since we do love Doom here, do you guys remember a couple of months ago, Bethesda put out those like editions of Doom for current consoles and stuff like that, Doom 1 and 2, and technically 3, but here the big focus is Doom 1 and 2. So in a surprise update, the modern platform newest editions of Doom that are for sale have a bunch more cool shit in it. Some like new modernization stuff, and then some stuff that kind of just puts it on par with like the original classic PC experience, that I think most people will appreciate most of this stuff. They've added stuff like 60 FPS, different aspect ratio options, quick save, there's a level select for people who want something a little easier, just general performance optimizations, little control options, like how you switch weapons and stuff. There's new HUD options, brightness levels and brightness options. Also, in a really big and cool thing, add-on support, most notably for John Romero's Sigil that we talked about a couple of months ago when that was announced. Actually, that was announced a while ago. I'm getting old. We're all getting old. We're turning into skeletons. Regardless, those are some video game news things to get you caught up as we start to kind of like ramp up into 2020. January's a little quiet, but I'm happy to be here with you guys once again. And hey, before we go, let's do that console giveaway. You know how this goes down by now. We're not stopping. You click the link in the description to sign up. You enter once, you enter for good, and then every single week we go in and randomly choose one lucky person to win a free console of their choice. This week's winner is going to be this person right here. Congratulations. Be sure to keep an eye on your inbox, your spam box, stuff like that, because we're going to be reaching out to you to find out how to send you your free stuff. But now, before I go, let's talk about everything today. Is the food here? What do you think about PlayStation's plans to reveal more features? What do you think they could possibly be? Same with Xbox. What do you think about their whole thing about not releasing games exclusive to the next new big console right away? Maybe not to alienate people. Do you think that's the right move? You think it's not bold enough? And of course, Assassin's Creed Ragnarok. What do you want from it? I love Assassin's Creed. I have issues with many of them for various reasons, but I still play all of them. So I have a lot of things to say, and I'm sure some of you guys out there do too. So let's talk. Let's talk about anything video game news down in the comments. Let me know what you got for Christmas video games related if you celebrate Christmas or Hanukkah. But we'll be down there as much as possible. Of course, things get kind of hectic, so if you got anything else for me at all, be sure to hit me up on Twitter and Instagram at Jake Baldino. You can yell at me over there. Now, before we go, just got to say thank you guys for deciding to come back around in 2020. We love doing these videos. If you like this video, clicking the like button is the best way you can show your appreciation, but also it helps us out, lets us know we're doing the right thing. Clicking subscribe if you're new is also good because we put out new videos every single day. But as always, I'm Jake Baldino. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time. Pizza's on me.